Not a lot of great blocking examples in the first half in the run game, but this is a nice one, and it's for a few different reasons. A couple of guys I'm going to highlight are Walter Rouse here at left tackle and Andrew Raym at center. Um, just like their work here. We'll start with Walter Rouse because it's the funnest. Watch him coming from this left tackle. He's just going to wash this dude down. Guy comes inside of him, and he is. Look at him. Oh, hang on. Watch him here. Gets his hands on. Okay, so he's starting to. They started up here. They're starting to emerge. He's still driving this guy outside the other hash. That's nice. His foot movement, he's very active. Like that looks great. And I think I'm never good at remembering my report card scores, but I want to say I had him as the highest graded offensive lineman. And talking to a few people through Sunday, that felt right to me. I mean, obviously we'll watch some more till we see, but that looks good. Andrew Raym, again, he's got Dante Corleone, one of the best defensive tackles, not in the Big 12, in the country, lined up over him. And um, he gets beat initially. This is the stuff that we've talked about with Andrew Raym for a couple of years where he'd get beat and it just kind of happened. Watch him here, though, man. It's not pretty. It's not the way you teach it. Bill Bedenbaugh's not showing this to his future center. He's not showing this to Josh Bates and saying, "This is what I want you doing." But this is a guy competing, just trying to get whatever he can get. Watch this matchup here. So boom, he kind of gets spun around. I don't think it's entirely his fault. I think it's just kind of the way it went. But he comes right back and puts Corleone on his back. It's a little hard to see it, so let's go back through it a little bit. Here we go. Okay, so I don't I don't quite know how he turns laterally like that. I don't know. He's not square to the line of scrimmage, and I don't really know why because he didn't turn Corleone. It's a weird thing, but he almost becomes the the defensive lineman, and he's swimming, like he's doing a spin move there, and then immediately turns around and puts Corleone on the ground. Like that's again, it's not perfect, it's not textbook, but man, this group's just got to find some confidence, some belief that they're going to finish the job in certain situations, and that's the kind of stuff you got to do. So I again, it's little, but it's something. Um, Gabriel ends up getting tackled by Dorian Jones, the linebacker. Um, I think Austin Stogner slips a little bit. He looked more aggressive. I don't know the right way to say it, but more active in run blocking. So I thought that was better. I don't want this to sound like I'm trying to be harsh on him. I thought he was better, um, but here he's just going to miss his block. And I can't tell if he stumbles because so right here he ends up dealing with this guy, and that's not really his fault. I mean, like the guy comes down that you know matter is matter. You have to get through it. And so that's not his assignment. That's McCade's guy. But I, my first thought is that he takes an odd line, like almost like setting up, like a running back setting up a block. Like let him cross your face because McCade's going to pick him up and then you're working out this way. Like it doesn't feel like he should be. I don't know. I can't. I know this is not right. I don't know what the solution to it is. because obviously that linebacker, if he's there, he's going to read this and come downhill. Um, as I look at it, the linebacker may have just been on a flat out blitz, and it just worked out well. But Stogner, again, like a uh, this is not like a bad Stogner moment or anything. It just something happened. So he gets that guy, and you can tell this is his assignment because again, Matire's right there to deal with that linebacker. Stogner, it's not his fault. Can't get to it, and so something's off there, and I can't quite. Maybe I'll find a similar play later. I can kind of read what Oklahoma's wanting to do there because, like I said, the linebacker breaks so fast it almost has to be a blitz. But if it's not, then there's got to be a different reaction type for Stogner. Like he has some ability to like almost let that guy clear so he can pick up the linebacker and that guy can get to Matire like he's supposed to.